Little coke body, stepping in the potty. On her own, she don't need nobody. I'm the but you knew that though. I ain't stressing, just collecting what they owe me for.
You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game.
Welcome.
Brother,
Yes.
you play to win the game, right?
You play to win the game.
Yes, there were some teams playing to win, and there were definitely some teams playing to lose this week. We had some good NFL, some bad NFL, some good college football, some terrible college football, and some surprising news in the NBA too.
Very.
And a hairdo, if you haven't seen yet,
Brenda 227.
but we will get there with all of that. But let's start off first with that terrible Monday night game.
I'm not gonna spend a lot of time here.
Not a lot of
It
time.
was terrible.
What are the Giants gonna do? Like, that was embarrassing. The Giants are still the only NFL team this season not to score a touchdown in the first half of this.
Not bad.
Like,
And those are the scripted plays. So
Daniel Jones sacked 10 times last night. He threw 2 interceptions. He had the fumble loss. I mean,
interception for a touchdown.
interception for a touchdown. Had it all. And that the moment on the sideline.
Oh, when he got jacked up by his head coach.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I think everybody is sick of Daniel Jones right now, but it's not all on Daniel Jones. The team can't tackle either.
He can't block.
They can't do anything. I feel like the Giants, even though they squeezed out a win somehow miraculously in Arizona, that's still, I don't know how that happened. They're just about as worse as the Bears.
They're pretty bad. But I think we kind of predicted this at the beginning of the season that they were going to take a step back, but they took a drastic step back.
Drastic step back. They lost 24-3 last night. And on the flip side, the Seahawks, okay, I think you gave the Seahawks some props.
I did.
Last week. And which is, it's warranted. They're still on that rise. I don't know if it was necessarily how great the Seahawks played last night versus how bad the Giants just were.
A little bit of both.
I think
that Witherspoon kid is really good.
Yeah. Like Geno, he did get hurt for a brief moment, so he didn't play the whole game. But he still managed. I mean, he didn't even put up 200 yards last night.
He didn't have to.
He didn't have to.
Right.
They still won the game 24-3 easily. Mm-hmm. But, the Seahawks, they are looking decent right now. They're now 3-1. They are 2-0 on the road. They have won, in Detroit, and they have won here in New York. And that's big whenever you're coming from way on the other side of the world.
The Pacific Northcoast.
Yes. And coming over on this side and winning games.
It's a long trip.
It's a long trip. So, props to the Seahawks, but I don't know. That Monday night product, I just say do not put the Giants on
national TV.
Television.
I think they had to because they went to the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about this next year.
We don't have to worry about that. And if they're scheduled for any more primetime games, they need to go somewhere and rework that schedule. I hope it's flexible.
Please, flex.
Please let it be flexible because we cannot take any more of that horrendous football. But Sunday night, and we'll just backtrack and we'll go this way. We'll go to the other New York team.
Yeah.
Yes, there was another game in New York.
That was surprising.
That was very surprising. And it has been a lot of talk now as far as, were we too hard on Zach Wilson?
No, we were appropriate.
Or were we appropriate?
We were calling it like we saw it.
So the Chiefs and the Jets did face off. The Chiefs squeezed it out 23-20 on a controversial ending. Yeah. Like, what do you think? Was that a
technically
a whole...
yes, but they weren't really calling in the game.
No.
But
Sauce was a little saucy about it.
Sauce was saucy. And so was Salah.
Oh my God.
Salah was berating all the officials.
Can you say roid rage? Yes. Definitely, because the way he blew up, I mean, that ref, I hope that ref got out of there.
He needs witness protection. Because Salah was coming for him. Definitely.
I was so surprised that Zach Wilson outplayed Patrick Mahomes, really. Kinda, sorta. I mean, Mahomes still made the plays whenever he needed
when he
to.
went to need to win the game, and Zach didn't.
It was a stat I saw, and I don't know if it's true. I did not verify this, but it was a claim out there that this was the first time an opposing quarterback has outplayed Patrick Mahomes statistically.
Really?
Since he's been in the NFL.
The first time ever?
The first time ever.
And Zach Wilson?
It had more touchdowns, less interceptions, all that. Even more yards.
Even that great game with Buffalo in like the AFC.
I have not gone back to verify and look at any stats, but that was out there. Now, how crazy would that be? If that's true, that Zach Wilson...
Remember we had that prop bet. Would Zach Wilson have more passing yards or Patrick Mahomes, and we lost that?
We knew it was a setup.
We was a
definitely
we called
a
it actually earlier. That's a setup question.
That's a setup. But, all right, this was billed to as the Taylor Swift game.
Why?
Because everybody was looking forward to seeing Taylor out there. She did show her face out there in New York. Did they go overboard with the coverage, or was it okay for you there?
I'm not having this conversation. Of course they went overboard. Like, God, she went to the NFL football game. What'd you do?
Yeah, the Taylor. I hopefully this is it.
No,
I mean,
every time she shows her face, oh my God, Taylor Swift's in the box. She's in the rich people box.
What the hell's going on out here?
Yes.
With all the other rich people.
With all the other rich people. Tell your phone to stop blowing up while we're doing the podcast.
That's okay.
But Taylor, she wasn't the only celebrity there, because now Brenda Kelsey is also a celebrity. And, you know, Mama Kelsey.
Oh, Mama Kelsey making the rounds, baby.
She made the rounds.
Day.
She had a busy day. Mm-hmm. So she ended up making it there to that game. But earlier, she was there to see her son in Philadelphia as they took on those Washington, soon-to-be Redskins again, probably.
Hopefully.
We can go back to that now. It's official. We can say it again.
Yeah.
But she was at that game first, so let's get into that Philly game. Now, that was a good game. Philly pulled it out, 34-31, in overtime. There was a questionable call there at the end, brother, with Riverboat Ron, who was not
a gambler.
from in this situation.
You hear the reason why he didn't do it?
Why did they not go for two? Why didn't they go for two?
He said because he felt the offense was tired. He could see that they were gassed.
The offense was tired? You were professional players.
That's what he said. But I'm like, it was just one play, it's 2 yards. I mean, come on.
The offense was
tired. Call a timeout.
That was really his excuse.
Call a timeout, catch your breath. Because, I mean, you were humming. You were humming. The ball was moving down the field. I mean, you made a great comeback. Made a great throw to tie the game up.
And you play to win the game.
You play to win the game.
And they did not.
Hello? You play to win the game.
They played to lose that. Whenever we was watching that game, it was like on the road.
I'm like, you gotta go for two.
You
gotta go for two.
Or you're playing to lose.
Yeah.
Once it goes into overtime.
I mean, you're huge underdogs too. Like, it's the perfect time to go.
That would have been a big win for Washington. And that's one of those wins. That's a season-changing win right there. And that would have been, but Philly escapes with another one.
They've been escaping a lot.
They have been escaping a lot.
Yeah.
So it's making me question where I'm going to put them in my power rankings whenever we get to that later. Because Philly, they make the plays whenever you need the plays. Like Jalen, whenever the pressure is on, like he shows up, he turns out. And AJ Brown, he and AJ had a big day that game. But yeah, they should have went down, but they did not.
Oh well.
Now a surprising game. I kind of want to jump into a surprising game.
Okay.
That kind of threw us for a loop. That we thought was going to be a nothing burger. Bears and
game.
Broncos.
Oh, yeah. The Nobody Wants to Win Bowl.
Nobody wants to win bowl. So I want to hop here because speaking of bad decisions, now Chicago, Justin Fields was playing out of his mind.
Oh, he
had the
balling.
game of his career.
He had my fantasy this week. I was going to bench him, but I said I'm going to keep him one more week.
Yeah, so if y'all bench him a
He's
little
looking
bit
bad.
early, this was not the week to do it.
Yeah.
But he had four touchdown passes. Was it all in the first half?
Yeah, in the first half.
In the first half, he had 4 touchdown passes. They were up 28-7. Going like late in the third quarter. How do they end up losing this game? So we had to break down the ways that they end up losing.
Because they're the Bad News Bears.
They are the Bad News Bears. So first of all, you have a defense that apparently can't stop
A nosebleed.
a nosebleed at this point.
At this point, yeah.
Yes, and then there was Chicago being an accident waiting to happen with the turnover that Justin Fields had whenever he rolled out in the pocket, dude was right in his face and let go of it, returned for a touchdown for the Broncos. But
It was a great play.
It was a great play. It was a great play. We can't put all this on Justin, but you get down there to the end, tied up 28-28, and you have a chance to kick a field goal and go up, or try to get a 4th and 1 to keep the drive going and maybe extend the game to give Russell Wilson less time to get the ball back. Chicago elects to go for it on 4th and 1 rather than kicking a field goal. Now, is this something that's in hindsight it's like was a bad decision, or do you feel like it was a bad decision from the get-go?
When I first saw it live, I was cussing like, it's a stupid decision. However, thinking about it, like, it wasn't as stupid. It's just that the play was really dumb that they called.
I agree with that.
Yeah, the play was awful.
The play was terrible.
It was terrible.
What the hell's going on out here?
How do you take the ball out of Justin Fields' hands?
And he's cooking.
And he's cooking right then.
And he's huge. Like, if it was Philly, you know what they would have done?
Absolutely.
The brotherly sneak or whatever it's called, and they would have got the first down. I mean, Justin is huge just like that too. Like, you couldn't have done that play.
I agree. That was stupid. Now, why I say it's a bad decision though, is because you've had a quarterback who's been beat up all season and all this narrative all season long.
I agree.
And you have a chance to at least give him
A feel-good moment.
Mm-hmm. And if you lose it, it's on the defense. Then at that point,
I think that's just an indictment of the defense. He had no trust that they could stop. Because Denver was cooking. They were on the road.
They were on the road. But I hate it for the Bears. So they did not get that 4th and 1. And the rest is history. We know what happens then. They're now 0-4.
And they play Thursday against the Redskins.
Yes. So probably about to be
0-5. And maybe you get fired after this game.
Maybe that.
Typically that's what happens. Like they play a Thursday game or something.
Yeah.
And they have a longer week. Somebody needs to go.
Now, would this be a catalyst for Denver? Do we see them getting better? Or are they still kind of... We don't know.
I forgot who they played next week.
Let's see. Let's go to our research department.
Come on, research team.
And see who they play real quick.
Who are they playing?
Who are they playing? The Broncos. Let's see. The Broncos will play the Jets.
That's a winnable game.
It's a winnable game. That's going to be kind of a pick 'em for me.
Yeah.
That's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up.
Yeah.
And the Mile High, is it in New York?
It's in New York, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or, yes. No. I lied. It's in Denver.
I may go with Denver just because it's at home in the Mile High City.
Yeah, I think Denver a little bit more so right now. Okay. Bears, I'm sorry.
Enough of the Bears.
Enough of y'all. Now, what was billed to be the game of the week, didn't necessarily live up to that with the Bills and the Dolphins. So we were coming with
A
two
mismatch.
high-powered.
Emmer.
Yes. Two high-powered offenses because the Bills have been getting it together as of late. And defense has been kind of a question mark. What's going to happen and who's going to show up? Now the game was in Buffalo, so that makes a little bit of a difference.
It made a difference.
Made a difference right there. But the Bills put it to them, 48-20.
Smack that behind.
Smack that behind. Like Dolphins just come off putting up 70. They could have got 70 put on them. Honestly,
They could have.
the Bills kind of
They
pulled the dogs off.
They put it back at the
bit.
end.
A little bit.
I think because White got hurt and it kind of
Yes.
took everything out.
But your boy Josh Allen had a big night, 4 TD passes. He had one running as well. Stephon Diggs had a
Went
big
off.
day. Yeah, 120 yards, 6 catches, 3 TDs. The Bills, are they kind of here now?
Oh,
This
they're here to stay for the rest of the season.
This is here to stay.
Yeah.
This is here to stay. Now, does it make you think less of Miami?
Clearly.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Why?
Because they can't stop me and you. That defense is terrible.
Well, Buffalo kind of has that number, and it's a little hard playing at Buffalo. I don't
want to hear it.
I'm not going to let this take away
I think less
from...
of them, and they only scored 20 points. And maybe I'm just bitter because I had them going
That's
in my
exactly
million dollar
what it is.
fantasy. And they let me down.
Well, nobody told you to do that, by the way.
They didn't. But I was mad because I didn't do it the week before.
Yeah, Tua, he had, not such a great day.
He got sacked more than one time now. Or 1 or 2 times. He kept getting sacked on 4th down. I was like, dang.
That's true.
How many times did he get sacked on 4th down?
That's true. So, yeah, it didn't live up to the hype that it was supposed to be.
No, it was very disappointing.
Now, the first quarter was good. We were going back and forth. They were trading, and then the trading kind of stopped. It kind of
bartering.
It kind of became Buffalo.
It turned to a monopoly.
Yes. So that one was a dud.
It was a dud.
Yeah. Now, the Cowboys had a good bounce back. They gave Bill Belichick
This was
the worst loss of his career.
This was horrible.
That was horrible.
They got beat in every facet
3.
of the game. I can't believe they scored. They did a fake 2-point conversion from a 15-yard line on a fake with this big, nasty running down for a touchdown. For a 2-point conversion. Bill Belichick looks like he's on his skis.
Yes. This is embarrassing for Bill, isn't it?
Yeah, clearly.
I don't understand the game plan. Do you think they had an original game plan and then just got smacked in the mouth? Because I thought it was going to be a heavy dose of Ezekiel Elliott going back into
Did he even touch the ball? Did he get in the game?
Barely. He had 6 rushes or something. I think his first rush, he ran for 9 yards, but then Dallas kind of locked in.
I just don't think their team is just good at all.
They're just not.
It's not.
Lil Mac.
He's terrible.
Lil Mac is awful.
And somebody punched him in his face.
Well, we punching him in his face.
Because he keep hitting people in the nuts and stuff.
Yes, he does.
He's a dirty little player.
He's a dirty little something.
Yeah.
Lil Mac, yeah. You're right.
Lil Mac needs to get punched.
But maybe the Dallas defense now, though, maybe there was something to the hangover with Diggs going down.
I kind of expected it would be a sad week.
Yeah, when they lost to Arizona.
Yeah.
Because that defense was humming.
Yeah.
This time. They had 2 touchdowns?
2.
Yeah. And the fill in
a
there.
multitude of sacks.
Yeah.
And hits and pressures.
Yeah.
So how many yards rushing did New England even have?
Whew, that's a good question. We could go to our research for that one.
Come on, research team.
Research team is on it. So how many rushing yards did New England have the whole time? Ooh,
53.
53?
Wow.
That's saying?
That's sad.
Wow. Yeah, that was not.
Yeah, that was 38-3. Bill Belichick, you need to retire. I know you're trying to get this record for most wins ever or whatever, but you're nothing without Tom Brady.
Maybe he got too much going on in his little situation, though. What is the tea with that? Like, what is going on? This lady that won't leave, apparently, and...
Well, for those who don't know, Bill Belichick, his girlfriend, had broken up, but she said...
Have they?
Well, she said, I'm not leaving the house. I like the area. I like the house, so I'm staying here. So she refuses to leave.
The ex that won't leave.
The ex
Truly.
that won't leave.
What do you do in that situation? Can you imagine Bill Belichick in that situation? Like, because he barely says 5 words. So does he just walk around the house and look at her?
Oh, he's probably not even at home. He's like, I'm in the football office. I'm super in the football office. You can stay here until the off season, and then you got to leave.
Figure out those personal problems, Bill, and then maybe you can work out whatever's going on with the Patriots right now with your team. Who else needs to work out something? And we were talking about questionable calls. What about the Chargers and Raiders game? Now, it almost came down again.
Another game of teams who don't want to win.
Guys.
don't want to give the game away.
Another 4th down call for the Chargers here.
With Justin Herbert with a broke hand. Now, they try to do the Philly hustle. The Philly sneak. They
did.
The brotherly
love. It was all that talk about, we need to interject this into our offense. And then they try to do that with a broken hand. Justin Herbert. When they were in
their own territory.
Their own territory.
Yeah.
At the same time, thank you. That was crazy.
And I'll be praying and hoping, like, please come down the score. So
please,
he could get fired for doing stupid stuff. But he keeps winning. It keeps fetch. He makes fetch happen. I don't know how, but he's making it happen.
He got lucky that Khalil Mack just hates the Raiders so much.
That's true.
And he has 6 sacks. 6 sacks that day by himself. And they were on their rookie quarterback who was playing Connolly. That's his name, right? O'Connell. There we go.
Yeah.
And who had a horrible game.
Dreckitude.
It was just bad.
Horrible.
And they had the chance. They were right there, ready to take it.
And he decides he wants to throw an interception. What's these interceptions on the 1 yard line and stuff?
There have been so many.
And they're like, Jacobs, give the ball to Jacobs. Y'all are running the ball like crazy. Like, give the ball to Jacobs.
I don't understand. I didn't understand that.
And I knew what play they were going to run. Everybody loves to copy the 49ers play that Jerry Rice made famous. Jerry Rice and John Taylor years ago with that little rub down on the goal line and the ex receiver goes out to the flat for the touchdown. They knew it was coming too. I knew what play
everybody knew what was coming.
I said, I know what play this looks like. Oh, yep, that's what they're running. And Samuel said, I'm going to stay right here, and I'm going to get it. But why did Samuel not run that touchdown that interception in for a touchdown?
Now that's another one that got lucky. He had the opportunity to run that interception, and he goes down. And I'm like, dude, there's still a lot of time on the clock. And it came down to that critical 3rd down. Justin Herbert.
He had to save the day again. This man is Superman.
I be hard on him sometimes, but you know what?
I'm turning the new leaf.
I'm turning a new leaf too.
He has to save this organization every week.
He saves
the idiocy
every time.
The idiocy around him.
And he threw a dime.
It was a dime
with a broken hand, everything. Like yes, a dime to save that day, and they ended up winning the game. Well, the Chargers escape another one.
The Chargers do make it interesting every week.
Every single week. They definitely make it interesting. Now, you brought up our Niners in that.
Of course.
Yeah, let's go ahead and give our Niners some love because...
I mean, everybody else is playing for second.
Right now, I mean...
I'm just hoping we're not peaking too early.
Yeah.
I just want us to make sure we can maintain this throughout the whole season. I know there's going to be a bump or two along the way. It happens every year.
Yeah.
But I'm just... very impressed with the way we're playing.
And I feel like the Niners are just always, it's usually that 3rd quarter. I feel like they kind of fall asleep.
Every year.
And the teams come back and they have this impression that they can win. But then we get down to the 4th quarter and it's just lights out.
We'll just play with y'all.
It's just playing and it's over. But Christian McCaffrey right now is definitely playing like an MVP of the league.
Can we get some love for C-Mac?
Can we?
Yes.
Now, Niners, y'all did him dirty. Not letting him get that 5th touchdown.
What y'all doing? I told you, it's Kyle Shanahan. He's just like his father. It's like, we can't have you getting too much praise around here. Like, you're great and all, but we can't have you breaking records.
Right. That's what I feel. Like, definitely, yes. We can't have you breaking records. Touchdown. Can't have you breaking records. They should have had it.
Yeah.
Well, let's do some lightning little rounds for the rest of these games here. So we had Lions-Packers on Thursday night. The Lions won 34-20.
Nothing to say.
I mean,
go Lions.
Yeah, go Lions. The Packers, y'all look terrible that first half,
horrible.
Especially.
What's wrong with another team in the first half?
Yeah,
they need to pick it up.
Yeah, but the Lions, you held on.
The Lions are probably the 3rd best team in the NFC.
Yeah, all right. That could be. We had Falcons, Jaguars. You know, they're trying to make fetch happen in London with Jacksonville.
But it was cute what they did for little kids. You know, that was great.
The Jags won 23-7 over your Falcons.
These are not my Falcons. I was just saying they were going to be better than people thought. That was initially. Now they're coming back down to earth a little bit.
A little bit. And the Jaguars, and they've been not playing to the level that they should be playing. So maybe they, this.
Well, they got Buffalo next week, so they better pick it up.
Better pick it up.
In London, which is going to be their new home.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Ravens, Browns. Lamar was up against a little backup.
I apologize to everyone who said the Cleveland Browns were a top 5 team.
You did.
But I'm taking the ball again. Because
Deshaun
didn't play.
Yeah, he didn't play. So we give you that. They would have still lost, though. Because Lamar, y'all.
He was dropping down.
Lamar is
MVP.
Playing this season right now.
Yes.
He's like top 2 in the league in completion percentage right now. Going on.
Another MVP year for
and
Lamar.
That's a team right now because teams are struggling in the red zone, but not the Ravens because of Lamar. They are scoring whenever they're there this year.
Except for last week when they played the Colts and I lost my survivor pick. I'm not going to talk about that anymore.
But yeah, they took it to them. Bengals, Titans. Now 27-3 Titans.
I'm off the Bengals totally. The Bengals.
It's such a disservice they're doing to Burrow though.
They need to sit him down. And just take your lumps and let him get totally healthy.
It's the disservice to the team as well. You're not giving your team the best chance
Chase
to win.
Is mad.
And you're still throwing like 40, 50 times with
Mixon
someone
in the
that can
background.
even plant his way. I know. Mixon is back there. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand the organization and what's happening. I know y'all paid him a bunch of money and he became the highest paid quarterback or whatever.
Well, he deserved it.
But that doesn't mean you have to force anything to happen.
You're ruining the team. Now I think Higgins is hurt. So, y'all need to really... Y'all are out. Y'all not going to make it to the playoffs this year.
Rams, Colts. Rams pulled it out 29-23. Ended up being a sneaky good game there.
The Colts are a sneaky, decent team.
Yeah. Anthony Richardson is fun to watch, y'all.
Yes. I love Anthony Richardson.
He is fun to watch. He may not have everything that you need or whatnot.
Oh, he's not your prototypical quarterback.
A competitor.
Yes.
You're never out of it with him.
So athletic.
Yes. So that was a good one. That was a good game. Came down to overtime there. But what's his face? Nakua? For the Rams.
Yes.
He is
Nakua Matata. That's his nickname.
BYU. 163 yards receiving that game. Yeah, he is killing it. Bucks Saints, 26-9 Bucks.
Your Bucks is doing it.
They doing it. Ain't really nothing to say in that game. I don't even know why Derek Carr played.
No touchdowns. Horrible.
Yeah, that was bad. Vikings Panthers. The Vikings squeezed one out. It was
the Vikings
not pretty.
Good. Y'all struggled with Little Mac.
Them Panthers are not
Little
good.
Mac, baby.
That's Little Mac. Them Panthers are not good.
Oh man, I'm feeling sad for Little Mac, man. He needs some help.
I don't know where you thought that. I don't know if they're gonna win a game. I just don't. The defense might make them win a game because their defense is actually pretty good.
I mean they in every game. It's just that their offensive line is horrible.
They can't score.
No.
And the rookie that is killing it though, CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud is the man.
The Texans destroyed.
We need more CJ Stroud talk.
30-6.
Hello.
We definitely need more.
Media. I'm gonna sound like the conservatives now.
Mainstream
media. We need more CJ Stroud talk. I know it's Houston. Yeah, It's Houston, but we need more him and the coach.
We do.
We love D'Amico. He's our man from San Francisco.
Yes. Now, could it be over? I mean, the Steelers, what are they going to do?
Oh, changes are coming. Hopefully,
That's what
has Matt
said.
Canada been fired yet? Has there been an announcement?
What time is it?
Tomlin, the whole world's like, fire Matt Canada. We're like, fire Matt Canada.
They got to do something.
Somebody else got to call plays.
It is not
terrible.
Pretty. It is not pretty. Well, let's
and
go.
that defense was terrible, too.
Absolutely. Hello. All right. Over to college football real quick. Deion made it. They made it interesting. I'm going to say
like that. I thought they would.
So that they could still be in the conversation.
I told you they would put up points.
You were right. I give it to you. You were right. They ended up losing by only one touchdown. They had a chance to get an onside to even make it even more interesting. That man, Caleb Williams was still dynamic.
Well, you said it. Like, Caleb's the man, and I agree. Caleb is going to keep USC in every game.
Mr. Caleb Williams ended up with 6 TD passes, 403 yards, and threw 1 pick.
How much in the first half? Like 5 in the first half? 4,
Just about all of them.
Yeah.
Just about all of them was there in that first half. But Shador, he had himself a game too. He brought him back. Now, that receiver.
Number 14.
We need to see him going forward, Colorado.
What were y'all doing? Why y'all keeping this man on the bench? And the corner that came in and did work.
Yes. And so now all y'all need to just get off of Deion's neck at this point. I don't want to hear no critical word. He has these boys playing.
Like you said, if you don't see it, then I don't know what's, you're just a hater. At this point, if you don't see that Colorado is coming, they're going to be coming.
They're going to be coming. They're going to be coming for you. So Colorado, we just wanted to go there because, you're still going to be in the...
You're still relevant.
You're still going to be relevant. So you have opportunity to get some more talk about you going on now. So you aren't going away. I mean, any other games stood out to you from Saturday? There were like some close ones. There was some there. If they were Notre Dame pulled out.
Notre Dame comeback. I mean,
that was
nice. That was really show some guts.
That showed guts,
especially since that tough loss they had the week before.
Yeah,
I think the quarterback ran on a 4th and 16 for first down.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they had some big 4th downs. Yeah,
and I love seeing Duke cry.
Anytime Pete is crying, it's a great day for me.
Yeah. It is a beautiful day. So make them cry. Georgia almost went down to Auburn. That was close.
It's a rivalry game.
That was a rivalry. And so that's suspected.
What about the LSU? Yeah,
that was a wild shootout. That was a wild game. That was an offense. I really thought LSU was going to win that game. That was my pick. So
was Brian Kelly crying in the game?
Did he? I don't know.
He was crying. He's like, we're not giving up on the season. Blah blah blah. Y'all season is over.
Was it in his real accent or his fake accent?
Oh no, it was in the real Massachusetts accent. He was the, hey y'all, in Louisiana.
Oh man. But yeah, so there was some good games and stuff going on. But I think the season is about to get real interesting as it's going forward. The Pac-12 is doing it, and they have some big games coming up. That's
my upset special of the week.
Who? Which one?
Maryland against Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
Watch out for those Terps.
Okay, Terps. Tua's little brother playing.
Two little brothers playing.
And doing it. But let's shift gears and go to the NBA real quick. Because there was some big news that went down.
No, just a regular day.
Just a whole regular. The NBA ain't doing that.
It's the off season.
It's just the off season.
Yeah.
The NBA has proven why the product is so great. They love...
They love interrupting the NFL season. It's always a big competition between the NFL and the NBA.
And this time we saw Damian Lillard going to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Did.
And now we see that Drew Holiday ended up at the Boston Celtics right now.
Yes.
So
now it shifted. It was the Bucks were the favorite. Now the Celtics are the favorite.
That Celtics squad. Think of that lineup. Drew Holiday,
are loaded.
Jason Tatum.
Loaded.
Oh man, Chris Porzingis. That's there now. Jaylen Brown. Then you got Robert Williams.
No, Robert Williams is gone.
No, he's still they got rid of him.
Yeah, he's going to Portland.
He went to Portland. That's right. Who's running the center now? Oh, well, we had to figure it out.
We have to figure that out.
But they got those 4.
Probably Porzingis.
probably Porzingis. Yeah, he could do it. He could play
run
5
that.
or 5 and do that. But they could work it out. They're filling those holes. But those 4, I feel like Drew Holiday takes a lot of pressure off of Tatum and Brown.
Yeah,
for having to carry that load.
Especially defensively, losing Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
They lost that defensive edge. Now they got it back.
And offense.
And Holiday's a better, offensive player than Marcus Smart is.
That's going to make it interesting. But those Bucks, I mean, it's still a killer lineup. Damian Lillard, Chris Middleton, the Greek Freak.
It's a lot of loaded teams.
Lopez.
Yeah, all the big market teams are loaded.
I wonder about them a little bit more defensively, though, when it comes to the Bucks. But, who plays defense anyway?
Only when it's playoff time.
Only when it's relevant.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really interesting to see who comes out on top there.
Yes.
What do you think about all the back and forth with Damian Lillard and his messages to the team and this whole saga, him leaving, not wanting to leave and going?
He's a messy bottom. I'm like, just leave. Just you wanted to leave.
You wanted to go.
You asked to leave.
Just walk away and let it be
okay.
done. It's okay. The fans don't blame you. You put up a lot of years there. You were a solid player. You didn't have any help. I mean, It is what it is.
It's like somebody that asked for a divorce and it's like, all apologetic for asking for the divorce. Like you were.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break
your heart. You're a great wife.
Can I come back?
I'm still here for you.
I could come back anytime I wanted to. No, sir.
No.
You cannot come back.
Do not come back. Do not pants go. Do not collect $200.
Oh, man. But he also upset Jimmy Butler.
Brenda?
Who put Mr. Butler through the emotions.
Brenda?
This week until he showed up at the press conference.
That hell fried, died, and laid to the side.
One of the best things I saw with that was with the Friday we to my brother with the Friday they played like the Friday what's her name, Brenda? Friday? Or was it Dana? I forget what her name was. And Friday, Craig's sister.
The Jughead?
No, his sister.
I don't remember.
What was her name in Friday?
I don't remember.
Was it Brenda? Oh gosh,
this brain.
Oh gosh, this brain. Somebody gonna let us know in the chat what her name was.
Let us know.
Because we said Brenda, I was like, what's her name, Brenda? I can't remember, but we know with the intro, whenever it's coming on, and she's sleeping, and try not to mess up her hair.
Yes,
that's how they were playing with Jimmy when they were doing for that whole night before that press conference. Just making sure he don't go to sleep on that hair because it's got to stay laid.
Baby, had to wrap that hair up, baby.
Yes.
We put a graphic. Oh, you got to put a graphic.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course. Everybody is going to see that.
Everybody has to see
you
this.
You should be looking at it now as we're talking. That hair had me laid out. Oh, gosh. But that was, all right, hilarious.
Yes.
Should we do our staple segments right now?
Sure, let's go for it.
All right. We didn't do our Molly.
You in danger, girl. Yes.
Molly, you in danger, girl.
Who's in danger for you now this week?
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
We got the same one.
What are you
we
doing?
Ain't even got to go nowhere.
What are you doing?
We thinking the same right now. There's both of ours.
Y'all got beat up by the Houston Texans. That's all I'm going to say. You got a rookie quarterback coming here. Put 300 bills on you.
Yeah.
A couple TDs.
Yes.
And y'all got manhandled.
And now Kenny Pickett is hurt like this. We don't even know what's happening there.
If he wasn't hurt.
I know. He's not been great.
No.
At all. And the running game is not working. Nothing is working.
I'm so tired of seeing Najee Harris do this for 2 yards.
He's the best 2-yard running back.
He's the best 2-yard runner. Yes, in the game. Trying to stiff arm for 2 yards.
No.
Can we get some help, some blocking,
Absolutely,
something?
Absolutely.
Better scheming. Are y'all studying trying to get the best plays and just predicting what the next defense is going to be? Like, what are you doing?
Well, on to the power rankings. Have you thought about it? We've had some time.
You got yours together?
I think so.
Where you go first?
I'm going first.
Yeah.
All right. I might have some surprises in my little placement. All right. At number 5, I'm putting the Kansas City Chiefs.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Y'all
find ways to win. But dang it, you only won by 3 points against the New York Jets. And you did not look impressive. And these receivers are showing me that they cannot separate from anybody. They can't.
Mike Evans.
Y'all have to do something. Like, it's not going for me. You're winning these games, and I'm giving you credit for that, and you're the Chiefs. But you're going to come in at number 5 for me. Now, I'm not going to drop the Dolphins completely from the ranking. They're going to come in at number 4 for me. Because I can't just throw away everything y'all did to start this season just because of what happened in Buffalo. It is a concern. It does raise my level of concern, but I still believe in that offense and what you can do. At number 3, I'm going to bring in the Buffalo Bills because you are showing you are a team on the rise. You handed it to the Dolphins. You beat them like they stole something that day. But you're doing these games, these wins in Buffalo. I still need to see you away from there and against some of the quality teams and seeing what you're going to do. Number 2, I'm not going to be so hard on the Eagles. You're 4-0. I'm sorry. You found 4 ways to win in the NFL. You're going to come in at number 2. I know you're not looking pretty right now. There's some things that need to be ironed out. But y'all are finding ways to win the game. And until you lose, you're just going to be in the top 2 for me at this point. And coming in at number 1, it's no surprise.
Hello.
Those San Francisco 49ers. I don't need to say anything.
Okay. Pretty good.
All right.
Pretty
good. Okay. What you got?
Okay. My number 5 team. I don't want you to drop your computer. Danny's going to be happy. I'm putting the Detroit Lions in the top 5.
Oh.
They have their offense is just as good as Miami. The defense is better. Detroit's number 5, y'all.
Okay.
Number 4, Kansas City Chiefs. I had to mark them down too. Y'all had to lose some spots from that Drecker 2 game.
It was awful.
Number 2. Number 3, I'm putting Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills are for real. Josh Allen is back. So, that defense is humming. So, they probably going to move up the rankings pretty soon, in my estimation. Because I think Philadelphia's going to lose pretty soon. Probably this week when they play, I think, the Rams. 2, Philly. Like you said, they're finding ways to win. So, we got to be impressed with that. And, of course, the Niners are just dominating everybody. The number 1 team.
Of course.
Yes.
All right, I could get with that. You made Danny happy. You made her Danny.
Yes.
And tequila.
You
know, all y'all little Lions fans.
Like, whatever else can I put the Lions up in there? So I'm giving
You're
some
number
love,
5 star. I'm just going to let you know what happened.
They keep
Last
rotating.
time you put Cleveland there, we saw what happened.
Right.
So we'll
I got
see.
faith in the Lions.
We'll see. Anything else we got?
No.
Anything that happened? Any shout outs? Thing you need? Anybody that just stood out during the week? Special shout out to the WNBA.
I was about to say, shout out to the finals in the WNBA, the Aces versus the Liberty. That should be a pretty good series.
Should definitely be a good series. And shout out to Simone Biles. You're still winning everything.
Yes.
Since you returned.
And shout out to Europe for kicking our butts in the Ryder Cup. They always kick Europe. Kicked our butts.
All right. Well, that's the show, y'all.
Peace.
See you next time.
Peace and hair grease.